Well, they're diary full of shit. Just play along with me, myself, and I, and no one else. Yo, young, so legit. I have nothing to say, so if I could say some shit. Got my home security set up today. Sensors on the doors, sensors on the windows. Motion sensors and cameras indoors and cameras outdoors that, have infrared so you can see at night. It looks like black and white, camera. It's simple use. I got the app, on my phone and the wall mount thing, and know how to use it for when I'm home and when I'm away from home and all that. And it's like super duper encrypted and all that, but that doesn't mean fuck all shit to me. So, when I'm home, I just simply unplug the cameras. I got 2 of them. That's all. The one indoors covers all 3 doors upstairs, and the one downstairs, there's only one door, and it covers, all the windows and stuff, because it's got like a fisheye panoramic view, both the indoor and the outdoor. So all my cameras have a view like of the driveway. You can't really see license plates very well, but you can see them. You can zoom in on them, and if there's any programs, that the cops might be able to use to kind of clean that up. But yeah, because I tested it, when I went out today and came back, left when it was daylight, came back when it was dark, and works very well. The system I got saves it for 30 days before it deletes it, unless you delete it, yourself. And you can choose to save it. So, I'll show you how it works, boo. I got the signs, that you put in the window, the double-sided sticker or whatever, as well as some that I can stick out in the ground. I'm not going to do that just yet. I don't think, you can see them when you drive up, you see the cameras, but if I'm not expecting anybody, I'll know who it is. If I see Mailman Dave's happy ass driving up the driveway and I didn't order no package, and it would be Mailman Dave. If it was the FedEx or UPS or DHL or Amazon, this thing has been kind of a reoccurring thing, and then it stopped and it started again. So I don't think it's UPS or anything, because it's not the same drivers. But like I said, maybe it's my neighbor just walking over in his ninja costume at 2 o'clock in the morning for reasons that I've already mentioned. I'm not going to get into that, but it can only be a couple people is what I'm thinking. It's someone who knows my schedule. Okay, so either Mailman Dave or someone who works at the post office, maybe not Mailman Dave, one of my neighbors. I don't know these people. Are they all related? Are they friends? I've only met, my closest neighbors. They're normal. I don't think it's them. But it could be some outside person who knows my first and last name and looked me up. Now, the stuff that's available on that is pretty limited, because I've looked up myself and my sister and former friends and whatnot, and it's really basic. Like, there's a lot of stuff that is not on, those, peoplesearch.com sites, you know what I mean? And they front like it is. They sell it like it is. Oh, you can see their social media and, where they shop. You want to be a fucking snoop? They sell it like that. And maybe they do have programs, for more money, you know, maybe if you're a business or something, I don't even know, dude. You can look into an employee, but I don't think a person should really be able to, find out all that shit. I really don't. So, but that's just me, because there's a lot of fucking punk, magic air, right? There's a lot of fucking creepers out there. There's a lot of creeps. Obviously I'm dealing with one of them. So, boundaries, and people will show no mercy because it's internet, so little Ben, in his mom's basement, and mind you, when I say little Ben is, 25 to, 29 years old, okay? Meet Ben. So, and he will just take his time and, fuck with somebody. Either expose stuff, what's that called? Doxing them. Or make shit up, especially these days with AI, voice or even video. So anyway, when I'm home, I unplug my shit, and it's real easy. Like the one that downstairs, I got to use a big extension cord, so I just unplug that, unplug the one because it has audio too, and it actually has audio. It'll alert you, when you're home and you've got it set, away home or whatever, instead of set like when I'm sleeping. So the alarm will go off, and alert me and all that stuff and go through its process. If somebody opens the windows, doors, or breaks one of the windows, but the motion detector won't go off. That way I can, be walking around if I need to get up and make a sandwich, or I can set it to away. And I have 60 seconds. So if I walk out, to make a sandwich, I have 60 seconds to disarm it. That's how that works when you come home. You got 60 seconds. And you can set it for shorter, 30 seconds or even up to 2 minutes. And then same thing when you're leaving. You got 60 seconds. And then once you're out the door, then it's fine. And you don't have to like rush to your car or anything, it knows. So, but it'll show as an event, it only does the cop thing, like I said, they'll call you. You want us to call the cops? Yes. You tell them your code, bada bing, bada boom. But if it's just outdoor stuff, it shows that as an event, and then you'll see it, and it'll show you, walking up to your door on the porch and opening your door, and it'll show the date and the time and my code, so it shows that it not only shows me, but it shows me disarming it, and then it'll say, Joe Blow disarmed it. So, and boo, your name will be on that as well. So, as far as Santa, he won't be visiting us this year because we don't have a family yet. So, but Santa's magic. He doesn't need no codes or anything. So, God, I remember when I was a kid, leaving the note to Santa and stuff. And I'd draw pictures. I'd be like, this is what I want. And I would be frustrated because it's like, I drew you a picture, and then come to find out it's not what you wanted because, it was bought for you, by means as best as they could do, your parents and grandparents. But I remember thinking that. I'm like, Santa, are you stupid or something? I drew you a fucking picture of what I had in mind. And this is what I got. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, it took longer than I thought. Plus, the installer came out, we were talking and stuff. We kind of hit it off. It's like Mr. Mr. Gorilla said, I mean, I'm an introvert. I really am. And I'm like a fairly, intense one. But always have been. Because I think most people are introverted, but I'm the plus, introversion, introvert, whatever. But and I used to be able to hang and stuff. I mean, those days are over. But and I still can, but I have no desire, and the game has just changed. But um, but like I said, with my tax lady and this dude at work, we were talking for like an hour, and sometimes you encounter people and you just hit it off. And this is one of them dudes. He was born and raised in Shreveport, Louisiana, lived in East Texas for 10 years, moved to Colorado in 2018. So he's younger than me, but he's an older dude. Married. And he had a Psychopathic Records tattoo on his calf, which is a little red dude with fucked up hair who looks like he's running with, they call it a hatchet, but it's actually technically a meat cleaver. And I said, you like Insane Clown Posse? And he's all, that's, I don't remember exactly what he said, but you're one of very few people who, know what that is. And then we started talking about that, the Cottonmouth Kings, because they used to do, they were buddies, so they'd do shows together and whatnot. And, man, he knows more about that stuff than I do. He was talking about, Shaggy 2 Dope and Violent J, which they really look fucked up. Violent J looks like some old creeper dude without his face makeup. Shaggy 2 Dope almost kind of looks like, what was his name? Jeremy Meeks, a little bit. But I guess they're still doing stuff, but it's kind of changed, the modern times. And I was talking about, the 6 Joker cards and, when I was made aware of them, 1,000 years ago. All of that. And like I said, he's younger than me, so it's like, I was a juggalo before you were a juggalo, bitch. But anyway, but Cottonmouth Kings, a bunch of they don't. I've mentioned this before, D-Loc and like one other dude kind of still do their stuff, but it's not the group anymore. They've been kind of, did their own thing. I guess a couple of them died. So this guy, obviously keeps track of that better because he likes to go to concerts and stuff. So he actually went to a concert fairly recently, like back in 2022. I think it was the Cottonmouth Kings and whatnot. Diddy dotty diddy dotty diddy dotty day. This is the thing that we'll be doing every day. I like them. They got a good sound. So Suburban Life, so pretty and clean. Royal Highness. I think that's one of the original ones. The system got you, but it won't get me. Yeah. Yeah, I guess two of them died from cardiac arrest. They started doing heavier drugs. So much for the marijuana not being a gateway drug. Shit. They're pretty up, they're on it and stuff with their lyrics and stuff, and a lot of their shit. But like I said, a couple of the members still literally smoke themselves to death, so much for it's an herb, not a drug. Well, it killed you. But, and like I said, maybe it wasn't, but they were, they were heavy pot smokers, so, whatever. Then we started kind of talking about, cars a little bit, and he saw the monster truck, and we started talking about the Jeep, and how he's got a 92, van and whatnot, and just sort of shot the shit for a little bit, talking about my world, talking about his world, what he did, stuff, we clicked, we were like on the same page, talking about, people are fucking crazy, and, I did that. I went to Ziggy's Cafe today. This girl was all, "So you doing anything?" I'm like, oh my God. They made it a national message. It's not just that one location. This is like a thing. This is coming from corporate now. Every Ziggy's Cafe location, they're going to be like, "So what are you doing?" Just getting off work. Doing anything fun? No. Just that shit. But I think it may have been legit. Maybe. But man, what the hell did she say? Oh yeah, I said, well, I had a thing installed today. It took all day. She was like, "Yeah, I bet." And then I said, damn creepers creeping around. And I don't remember exactly what she said, but we had a brief little back and forth sort of chit chat. Oh shit, said something about like kids. She was like, "I wonder if I wasn't really listening. I didn't really catch what she was saying. But something about my generation, my kids, or something like that. I wonder if they'll be something." And I said, they've been putting something in the water for about the last 10 years. Plus, life is on easy mode, so no people have to find things to be upset about. And she laughed like it was genuine, because this girl looked like she wasn't a day over like 16, right? 18 tops. I don't know how old you have to be to work there, but she was a kid, So it was like a genuine laugh, you know what I mean? It wasn't just haha. Like it was like, damn, that was an epic thing to say, sir. But because she said something like, "I wonder if my generation's gonna be different or whatever. People are weird." Yeah, she was like, "People are different." So it's like, okay, all right, okay, all right, okay, all right. So you're like a normal thinker, maybe? And she said whatever she said. "I wonder what like my generation, my kids are." Blah, blah. And I said, well, hopefully it'll go full circle and people will start thinking normal. And then however it went, but it was just this little thing. But it was kind of weird because, like I said, she was just a baby, just a little kid. So it was like weird, It's like during that brief little. I know I'm talking all weird, but like I said, I live beside myself, so usually it's just like chit chat, like ha ha ha, yeah, have a good one, sir. But this was like this girl was like, it was like legit. Plus I'm me, so whatever. Just sort of a matter of fact, Yeah, people suck. I almost thought about saying that. I was like, yeah, I generally don't like people. They're generally good for nothing. I try and avoid them, but I thought, nah, don't say that. Because whatever. Because that's probably what she was doing. She's like, what the fuck? This motherfucker? So she just figured she'd like, instead of standing there, radiating, in the hatred spewing from my pores or whatever. She's like, so what are you doing? Well, thought I'd swing by and get me some campy, but anyway, I'm just saying, it's just an observation, like I said. I'm speaking my truth. Anyway, so guess that's all I got to say, baby. Went to my folks' house today. I'm tired as fuck, man. Whew. Went to bed late last night and got up fairly early. I like to listen to ASMR when I'm dog-ass tired like that. Man, speaking of dog-ass, Mrs. Butthead, I saw a Homer Simpson thing popped up, and it reminded me of you because you got your latest, your little selfie there. And it's of your leathery ass face, and you got them like lines on your face, you got them creases and whatnot, from, that leathery, baked potato look. You're gonna age like a baked potato, you know that? But, Homer Simpson kind of has like that, like mouth discoloration thing, and you've kind of got like those age lines, and everything that you got going on with your fucked up mug. So I see your friend changed her picture too. Oh yeah, you're on the list. You're either hearing this or you're not. Or maybe somebody, tells you and you're like, that guy, huh? Right. But God damn, she sure loves her dog, doesn't she? It'd be a shame if it got hit by a truck. Just ran out like all enthusiastically to make a new friend or something. A new puppy dog or whatever. She hears this quick, the yelp. Front tire runs over its chest, and kills it. Back tire runs over its, guts. Its intestines come squirting out its asshole like toothpaste out of a toothpaste tube. She runs over, she's like, oh my God, she's trying to stuff it back in. Its tongue is all hanging out, its mouth, it's bleeding out, its nostrils and eyes and shit. Deader than a doornail. Oh man, that'd be a bad day. What kind of dog is that? She's pretty. She was going to be my ex-wife for a bit there. Yeah, wouldn't that be something? So, anyway, I'm for a time, but Fucko, was that you? Shut up. What? Yeah, what? Moron. Oh man, I saw some fate the other day. I saw two things. But I ain't gonna tell you. Tell who, motherfucker?